Have you ever noticed how some investors quietly become rich while others chase hype? In 2019, I met a 67-year-old man who turned $10,000 into $5.3 million. No flashy social media, no crypto coaching, just smart, steady strategies that real millionaires have used for decades. While most people are chasing the next big stock like Nvidia or Bitcoin, a small group of investors is quietly building wealth using simple assets most overlook. Today, I'll share 7 of these secret assets the top 1% use to grow their money without taking wild risks or trying to time the market. Even Warren Buffett built 99% of his wealth after age 50 using these same methods and privately recommends them to friends who want steady, quiet growth. What you're about to learn isn't just about investing, it's a complete wealth-building system. The 7th asset is the most powerful, and missing it could mean leaving millions behind. With big market changes coming, those who act now and use these 7 tools will be in the best position to grow their wealth in the years ahead. Let's start with the first asset, the foundation that helps millionaires grow their money quietly, in any market. Asset number 1 is index funds and ETFs, used in a smarter, updated way. One of the biggest mistakes everyday investors make is trying to time the market, but the wealthiest investors don't bother with that. Instead, they use a quiet strategy. They invest regularly and automatically in ETFs, letting time do the heavy lifting. For example, investing just $1,000 a month in the S&P 500 over 20 years could grow into over $1 million, without stress or risky moves. But here's the part most people miss. Wealthy investors don't just pick any ETF. They focus on smart sectors like QQQ for tech, VIG for growing dividends, or SCHD for stable income. Some even use leveraged ETFs like UPRO or TQQQ in small amounts to boost returns as part of a balanced plan. It's not about being flashy, it's about being consistent. With automatic monthly investments and the right ETF mix, your money can quietly grow over time. You don't need to watch the market every day or follow every headline. You just need a simple, disciplined system. This is how real wealth is built, slowly, steadily, and without drawing attention. And while ETFs are a powerful tool, the next asset is even more surprising: real estate income without tenants, toilets, or property upkeep. Asset number 2 is self-storage units, one of the most overlooked but profitable types of real estate. While most people think of houses or office buildings when it comes to investing, the smartest investors are quietly putting their money into self-storage. Why? Because people always need extra space to store furniture, seasonal items, or business supplies, no matter how the economy is doing. Unlike rental homes, storage units have low maintenance, no tenants to manage, and very high profit margins, often over 60%. You don't even need to buy a whole facility. You can invest in real estate investment trusts, REITs, like Public Storage, PSA, or Extra Space Storage, EXR, with small amounts and still earn regular dividends from hundreds of storage units nationwide. The leases are short, but most customers keep their units for months or even years, which gives you reliable income without the stress of repairs or long-term contracts. And because prices can be adjusted quickly, self-storage protects you better during inflation or economic downturns. It's one of the quietest and most stable ways to grow your wealth in real estate. And we've still got 5 more powerful assets to uncover, so stay with me. Asset number 3 is life insurance, but not the kind most people think of. While many see it as just a monthly bill that only helps after you're gone, the wealthy use special types of life insurance to grow their money while they're still alive. Whole life insurance builds cash value over time, and that money can be borrowed tax-free, like having your own private bank. Instead of going to a regular bank and paying high interest, they borrow from their policy, pay themselves back, and avoid taxes and fees. Even better, indexed universal life insurance, IUL, lets your money grow when the market goes up, but protects you when it goes down. You get the gains without the crashes. These policies offer tax-free growth, and the money isn't taxed while it grows inside. That's why many entrepreneurs and wealthy families have used them for decades. You don't need to be rich to start, you can begin with small monthly payments and increase over time. It's a smart and legal way to grow and protect your wealth. And if that sounds powerful, wait until you see the next asset: how the wealthy invest in real estate without ever buying a property. Asset number 4 is REITs, real estate investment trusts, which let you invest in real estate without buying property. Unlike owning buildings, REITs are easy to buy and sell, and they pay regular dividends without the stress of tenants or repairs. Some even pay over 5% annually and grow in value over time. Smart investors focus on strong sectors like data centers, e.g., Equinix, or healthcare, e.g., Welltower, which perform well even in tough economies. By diversifying across REIT types, you quietly build wealth with less risk. It's a low-hassle way to grow real estate income with just a small starting amount. And while REITs earn you real estate income easily, the next asset lets you step into an even more powerful role: becoming the bank. Asset number 5 is private lending, where instead of borrowing money, you become the bank. Wealthy investors lend money to individuals or small businesses and earn steady interest income, often with real assets like property as collateral. For example, lending $50,000 at 10% interest brings in $5,000 a year with no extra work. One popular method is hard money loans, where you lend to real estate investors and secure the loan with the property, so if they don't pay, you get the property at a discount. You can also start smaller through peer-to-peer platforms like Lending Club or Prosper, earning 5 to 12% returns while spreading risk across many borrowers. Another quiet strategy is invoice financing, where you buy unpaid business invoices at a discount and later get the full amount, creating profit without owning a business. Banks don't promote this because it gives you the power they usually control, but smart investors have used it for years to grow wealth quietly and securely. Up next is a rare asset that grows in value over time, without tenants, repairs, or much work at all. Asset number 6 is timberland investing, a quiet and powerful way the wealthy grow their money. Unlike regular real estate, timberland doesn't need tenants or repairs. Trees grow on their own, increase in value over time, and can be harvested in cycles for steady income. The land itself also rises in value, especially during inflation, when timber prices go up. That's why billionaires like Ted Turner and big funds like Harvard's invest heavily in it. And you don't need to buy a whole forest. Timberland REITs like WI and RYN let you invest with small amounts and still benefit. It's a physical asset that doesn't crash like stocks or crypto, and demand for wood is constant, used in homes, paper, and furniture. Investors who bought timberland years ago often doubled or tripled their money by simply waiting. It's one of the rare investments where time truly grows your wealth, no matter what happens in the economy. Asset number 7 is bonds, especially municipal bonds, which the wealthiest use to protect and grow their money quietly. While many chase stocks and crypto, smart investors know that keeping wealth safe is just as important as making more. Bonds pay steady interest and often gain value when stocks fall, making them a safe choice during tough times. Warren Buffett's famous rule is, don't lose money, and bonds help with that. Millionaires also use municipal bonds because their interest is usually tax-free. Earning 5% in munis can be like earning 7% or more in regular taxable investments, depending on your tax bracket. The best strategy is to mix different bonds: treasury bonds for safety, corporate bonds for better returns, and municipal bonds for tax-free income. This mix builds a strong financial foundation that makes steady money no matter what the market does. Now you know the 7 secret assets true millionaires use to quietly grow and protect their wealth. If you found this video useful, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to not miss our future uploads. See you in the next video.